8.
Yeah. Wait, I thought I did catch up on Kaiju number 8.
Another episode came out yesterday. You gotta catch up on Kaiju number 8.
Nah, I thought I did.
Clever Test is decent. Clever Test is actually pretty good. Lord of Mysteries in English. You gotta watch Lord of Mysteries.
I started Clever Tears with you.
Yeah, you started Clever Test with me for sure.
Wait, how many episodes are they in now? You only saw the one.
It's gotta be like week 4 or 5. You gotta be like week 4 or 5. Gotcha Kunta, a goofy ass show. Them niggas is funny, bro.
Hell yeah.
Them niggas is funny. It's childish, bro.
I saw. I mean, I can now that I know who the creator is. Though,
it's not like it's meant to be serious show.
Yeah. If it was supposed to be and they was just fucking it up, that would be different. But now I understand that this is what it's supposed to be doing. It's okay. Yeah. That's not a problem. I'm not mad at that at all.
It's cool.
So okay.
It's gonna be 24 episodes. Tank. Oh, we a minute. Yeah, we a minute
in. What's happening, y'all? Who the fuck is this? Oh, okay. Yeah, what's happening, y'all? We are back with another fabulous episode of the County Kid Complex, where we sit here and hate on everything and talk about absolutely nothing. So what the fuck was we just talking about? Oh, I gotta start this now. I gotta do this now because we forgot to do it in the last episode.
Yeah.
And if I don't do it, I'm gonna forget. We gotta try the cereal.
Yeah, let's do the cereal.
We gotta do the cereal. So you can talk to them. Well, I go grab this
cereal. Yeah, we was just talking about the nerd shit, y'all. Talking about anime and shit. I was telling him what Slice of Life is. Basically, this shit is just a bunch of females in the show with no real plot, no real theme of what's going on. Just living, just doing what they do. And girls really love this shit. Girls love romance, period, though. But just having like a bunch of shit just happening at random, like no real purpose to the shit, just doing shit at random and shit, keeping stories going on, like the shit could be really,
But I don't like looking broke though.
Interesting for a man to watch. Goddamn me. On some, I've been killing spawns for 300 years and maxed out my level shit. Or some, my dress up darling shit. Those shows cool for me. Real simple for them to watch, I guess.
Shit. Alright.
As for the more complicated shows though, like the Lord of Mysteries.
Alright. So yeah.
You finna eat this shit live on camera?
Damn fucking right. I got some damn almond milk. Cause I don't drink dairy. And I ain't trying to die later. So yeah. Hell yeah. We finna do this shit right now. While we was talking about whatever the fuck we was talking about. Okay, so before we get started, I'll go ahead and shout out our first sponsor ever. Dank Universal Highs. I actually was supposed to put that in the last video and I did not because I got lazy because I didn't feel like editing shit. So you can go to Instagram and check out his shit. I'm gonna try to post it for real this time. Like I'm gonna try to post it right here so y'all can see his little shit. And y'all can go to his shit. He got a whole bunch of weed stuff, and I support anything marijuana related. So yeah, they got clothes, they got cereal. He got a whole bunch of strands that I've tried that I'm actually finna start back up doing the Gas and Reggie reviews. Cause he be giving me all kinds of shit to try, and that shit be fire.
Hell yeah.
Matter of fact, we might do that today too. Well, I guess I don't know. I guess that might not be able to get the full. Well, we'll see. Whatever. We be smoking all the time anyway, so we'll see. So with that being said, we got it's called In the Mix. In the Mix. Let me. Okay, yeah. In the Mix. I think is the brand of cereal, and we finna get puffed up.
Get puffed up.
Pause.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. Munchie certified. These is Reese's Puffs. So this is the one that, you know what I'm saying, they went ahead and gave us. We're going to use this one first because this is the one they gave us for free. So this is the one we're going to try first because He had some other ones that I wanted to try too, cause he had my favorite cereal, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. He had that shit.
Hey, that's everybody's favorite cereal. If it ain't, then
Yeah, you sleeping. That's your favorite cereal?
Yeah.
Bruh?
Yeah.
I ain't know that. That's what's up. But yeah, so we definitely gonna get the Cinnamon Toast Crunch at a later date. But for right now, we're gonna eat the one that's free. So hell yeah. So I got my anime bowls. My anime bowls that I got from fucking I'm not telling y'all where I got it from. But you can't order them.
What makes it anime bowl?
I don't know, because it look Japanese.
You look Japanese. I'm looking for anime character or something like, what the fuck you mean anime bowls?
It look like something that you would see Tanjiro eating out of, like,
Yeah.
some shit. So, yeah.
Is that why you said Tanjiro or you just said it
Random.
Okay,
That's crazy.
That's crazy. That's really crazy. He was right there already. I thought you said that. Interesting.
Man, crazy. All right. So this is my first time opening this. I've had it for a little minute. While I was waiting to do the episode live for y'all. We're gonna eat it live. So I don't even know. I don't know what it tastes like. I don't know what it do. We just gonna eat it live. He told me to make sure that I drink the milk too. So pause. So
niggas can't say shit no more.
Nothing.
Diddy fucked it up for everybody.
I ain't gonna do nothing too crazy. We ain't gonna do nothing too crazy. We just gonna do a little something.
I don't need that much cereal.
We just gonna do a little something. That's cool. You cool?
Yeah.
All right. I probably got too much. Then let me get.
You got hellas. Yeah.
I got hellas. Niggas is finna. Man.
Gonna be high as fuck. Yeah, hella cereal.
Hold on. I got. Damn. I had hella. I'm tripping. I had hellas.
That's cool.
That's man. This shit back. Niggas is gonna be too quick to finish the episode. All right, bet. All right. So,
to quote the original sin ended.
He was telling me about that. Didn't you say you really like that?
It's fucking demoralizing. But it's
demoralizing.
Demoralizing.
Oh, that's the one you were telling me about with the girl that was sad and killed herself.
Fucking killed herself. Hung herself.
That's crazy.
But the alien right there saved her life. But
was the little octopus alien?
Yeah, they kept calling her octopus, but she's a Happian from Planet Happy. She came to Earth to make everybody happy because she's a Happian. It's her job. It's her duty.
Speaking of that,
she met this person-ass girl.
I'm gonna eat this shit first. I had to. My bad.
You gotta smell it. You gotta smell the cereal.
Yeah, I just always do that.
I said smell the cereal. You gotta smell the
milk. Yeah, I always do that. It's just a habit. Like whether I just bought it or not, I just always smell it. It's just a habit. Yeah. Finna eat this shit live, y'all. But while we eat cereal and get high, I'm finna say some high shit. Cause I watch one of my favorite podcasts I watch is Star Talk with Neil deGrasse Tyson. And you already talking about science shit and spaceship. Because he astrophysicist. So I thought about that when you said that she's from the planet Happy. So I have a theory. I think I know why humans exist. I don't think other humans are going to believe me, but I think I know why.
Go on.
So, I believe that humans exist because humans are consciousness trying to understand itself. That's why humans exist. And that's why humans are so different. That's why they're so wide in variety of what they could or couldn't be. That's why they don't agree with nothing. The fuck was that? My bad. See, every time my shit go off and I gotta go check on these fucking squirrels. Because you know, they're my new ops. And I don't fuck with them niggas.
Bro, say he beefing with squirrels.
Yes, I am. Fuck them niggas, bro. I promise you. Roll with the chopper every time I see him. Anyway. So, I also think that that's why humans feel like they don't know why they exist yet and had to come up with so many other reasons of why they exist. It's because it's the consciousness trying to understand itself. When I say the consciousness, to me, the only difference between a human, a humanoid, or a Homo sapien, and an animal is the ability to contradict its nature. Most creatures don't genuinely contradict their nature. Only humans do that. So when I look at scientists and like doctors and stuff like that, and how they determine what death and like life is, to me, it's the consciousness trying to understand what it is, because you're still a human talking about a human being. Of course, you have more experience in it than I do because you've done more research. You're more of an expert, of course. But you're still basing that off of information that you have in front of other humans, which is not a bad thing. But I think it speaks to why it hasn't been figured out as a whole yet. Because as a whole, we all believe that we have consciousness. But as a whole species, that consciousness hasn't understood that it's a conscious yet, to me. Mm-hmm. That's why we still argue about stupid shit that has emotions involved. Because we haven't sat still long enough to understand emotions and everything else in this complex being of the consciousness. I think about it makes me think about like the original human, and like with Neil deGrasse Tyson. It was a podcast he was doing where he was talking about death, and he was talking about kind of not kind of like death. Basically the point was, is adaptation human beings superpower? Mm-hmm. Like their ability to adapt, is that their superpower? And so then they started talking about the difference between adaptation and mutations and stuff like that. I don't even know if I'm saying it right, adaptation, but that's basically what it was.
Adaptation.
Yeah. So I was thinking, because to Neil deGrasse Tyson's point, he was talking about like, hey, he was asking the guy that was the expert. He was like, are we unique? Because we actually are kind of, as far as on like the animal kingdom scale, kind of like the lowest form, kind of. Like our flesh is weak. Like we can't swim a very long time. We can't run very fast. Like physically, every other creature should be beating us. Physically, like just on a basic scale. So how did humans surpass every other creature on Earth from the beginning? To me, it's very interesting for somebody that smart to ask that type of question, because I feel like I know. I think the reason why the difference between us and the animals is our ability to outthink the animal, is to contradict nature. Mm-hmm. That tiger is bigger than me, stronger than me, faster than me. But he's not going to know that about me, that I can realize that I know that. The tiger doesn't know that I know it's a tiger. The tiger is only seeing prey. It's acting on nature. It's acting on basic instinct. Mm-hmm. I'm aware that I'm prey. And I think that's the single set like difference in me and every other animal on the face of the earth, is that I'm aware that I'm prey and I can change that. Like I can do something about it. I can go work out, I can go stretch, I can go get my senses together, like I can go study something, I can watch you, I can do this, and then eventually outwit you. Even though naturally, based off of just process of elimination of nature, you should be beating me. Mm-hmm. But the only difference is human beings have to, which actually goes into my point I was telling you the other day, as far as why I feel like human beings will eventually fix themselves, is because we always contradict nature. And now it seems like our nature is to be violent. Because we always contradict ourselves, I don't think that's going to survive. It's because human beings refuse to do what they're supposed to do. Like, even if what they're supposed to do is the wrong thing, somebody's going to be like, you know what? I don't like being a bad guy. Like, if the whole world went crazy, somebody's going to say, but I don't like that, though.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that's why humans exist. To contradict existence. And to understand exactly what that is. In my opinion.
That's what's up. I never thought of that. Humans existing to contradict our consciousness.
Because why do I have to be one? Why can't I be two? Why do I have to be black? Why can't I be white? Why do I have to walk on my hands and feet? Why I can't walk upright? Why do I have to grunt? Why I can't talk? It's just the consciousness keep trying shit. Like if you look at it in that aspect and not look at it like a human and like a singular or something else, it actually makes it make more sense. And I think that's why it's hard to do, is because it is the consciousness talk. Like essentially, I'm talking to myself. You feel what I'm saying? It's like you have a conscience, I have a conscience, but the being that made us be, it's itself talking to itself. That's why it's contradicting itself. Because what else does it have to eat? You dig? Okay, when we are back. Sorry about that, y'all. The government was calling me. He was like, nigga, don't be spilling secrets like that, bro. Come on now. You can't be telling the people what's going on. You're supposed to keep them dumb.
Dumb is crazy. Gumball was cooking.
Hey, they was cooking. New episode of Gumball. How you feel about it?
The new episodes.
Yeah.
I mean, we just started it, but that first episode was good. It was cool.
First episode. Okay, yeah. We saw the first, in context, we watched the first episode of the new season of the wonderfully weird world of Gumball. Yeah. Oh, damn. I just realized what they did. Shit. Okay, that makes it make more sense too. Please don't make it overly political. I just realized that y'all changed the title in order for you to make being political make sense. Because you changed it from the amazing world of Gumball to the wonderfully weird world of Gumball. I get it. Well, okay, maybe I'm overthinking that part. Never mind, I'm overthinking. Just don't get overly political. Just I like where you at. Let's just stay right here if you can. I fucks with it. I fucks with it. That's my mother. Okay, so yeah, that was that. We just ate the cereal. How you feeling?
I feel okay. It tasted like Cocoa Puffs.
It did. I feel it.
Really?
I do. I feel different than I did before I ate it.
Like I said, I feel different. It's like in your head.
No, my body. I feel my body like doing shit.
Oh, you feel your body?
Yeah.
I'm trying to wait to expect where mine gonna come in at.
No, my stuff don't really affect my mind like that. I think that's why I was never able to really get like addicted to like a lot of stuff. Cause I've tried like a lot of things, but I don't think I was ever able to get addicted to things because I don't like my brain don't work like that. It don't work like a lot of people's. So I be like in a high thinking about the high. Like I know I'm aware that I'm high. I don't think I've ever freaked out like other people. They be like, oh my God, I'm seeing stuff. I'm like, I'm aware what I just did. So I know what's going on right now. I'm aware that if I see little people run across the street, like it's probably what I just took.
Yeah, most likely that's psychedelic.
Yeah, I mean, I've done, of course, mushrooms. Who hasn't done mushrooms at this point? But which I do advocate for, especially if you have anxiety. Yes, please take mushrooms. In a healthy way. Make sure you eat first. Please drink plenty of water. Be in a safe environment. Don't do that around people you don't like. And just yeah, I think you should definitely have a good mushroom trip. I do recommend it to a lot of people. I think it's good for your mental health. Let me see. Other psychedelics other than mushrooms, I don't recommend because I don't believe in medicine and chemicals. I don't like man-made shit. I just don't. Not that. Well, I don't. I'm not gonna say I don't believe in medicine and chemicals. I'm not. That's a bit of a stretch to say, and I can see y'all taking it and running with it. You don't believe in medicine, so why are you taking aspirin? So I see y'all saying some stupid ass shit like that. But it's not that I don't believe in medicine. I prefer to be organic. I prefer to be as organic, as natural as possible when it comes to a lot of stuff. So for me, I would rather eat fruits and vegetables. Just go organic all the way. That's just me. That's how I feel about it. Anywho.
Yeah.
Alright. So we got another one rolled up. Another one. I'm smoking papers today, y'all. Well, I mean, we still probably gonna roll up some shit. But Yeah, that's what I like about these microphones. I can actually come in here and still be talking, and they can hear me perfectly fine. So, kind of glad I got them.
That's what's up.
But I did notice when I came back and looked at the. They so fucking nosy. Look at him. Where he at? What you doing? I did notice though. I probably need to keep the mic further away from my mouth because it's a little.
Oh yeah, we was hella loud.
Yeah, it was a little loud.
It was hella loud.
Working on it. Yeah, working on it. So it's all good. That's actually not how I do that. I actually do it like this. Anyway. Yeah, I feel that. I do. I'm glad I didn't eat more.
I was finna eat hella.
I was finna eat. I think this is a good Sunday meal. That was a good Sunday breakfast. Like if I had that with like a big breakfast, and then had like the little bowl of cereal on the side, the little breakfast cereal on the side. See, I can feel it. It's making me want to lay down. Well, anywho. Okay. We was talking about something important.
Before the call came in, we was talking about the consciousness. And contradicting consciousness is the purpose of humanity, according to you.
Yeah, I think so.
It sounds legit.
Yeah.
It sounds cool.
Mm-mm.
I never thought of life like that.
Mm-hmm. It would actually make it make sense.
I'm high. I never thought of life like that. But it makes sense how you put it. You put it in context, how you put it. So I understand what your point of view is.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck is that? People, I had just posted one of our clips from the last video on TikTok. People be like, you know what? I'm thinking, okay, well, I don't think, I know. I gotta stop doing that. Because I really do be knowing shit. So now the dope thing about being a content creator today is that anybody can go viral at any point if you make a good video. You don't have to make a lot of videos and you don't have to have a lot of followers. You just have to make a good video.
Mm-hmm.
If you can make a good video, then it'll pop off GP and then you can take off from there. Even though somebody could be having like 1 million followers and all this, that, and the other, you can make a good video today and take off. Like, because now the algorithms go off of whatever you like versus whatever they want you to watch or whatever they want you to look at, because they know they keep people on the platform longer. That's because that's what TikTok doing. Everybody on TikTok, not because it's like kids and whatever. It's because you know how many of my homies that I know that sit there and watch TikTok because they'll get caught up in black TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Where it's a bunch of people just sitting there talking about like black history and stuff like that. And they'll just sit there and get to scrolling and it's like, damn, it's hella black stuff on here on TikTok. Yeah, that's because the algorithms of TikTok knows what you like. And they're just gonna show you your shit. They're not gonna show you a whole bunch of old other shit that you don't give a fuck about. Even though it's probably a whole bunch of other shit on here that you don't give a fuck about. Like unlike Twitter is gonna show you whatever the fuck they want to show you. So that's why people like TikTok more than every other platform. It's always going to be something on there that I genuinely enjoy. And that's why every time I open my phone, I'll pick up or I get in TikTok before I get in anything else as a whole. Now, each individual person will be like, sit here and be like, well, I don't feel like that. Well, I'm not talking about you, dumbass. But as a whole, if you notice, that's why we have the reels and shit, and everybody's doing that shit because everybody's copying off of TikTok now. That's why they're doing that. They're doing that because they understand where the attention and where everybody is as far as platforms are concerned, and everybody's on TikTok. Everybody's on TikTok. My mother has a TikTok. Like, she's 60. Well, she don't look like it, but she has. Everybody has a TikTok, and that's the whole point of it, is to understand what the machine is. That's why I feel like I know consciousness, and I understand humans, because humans act like they don't know that they're humans, because they speak about things that aren't real as if they're not, as if they are real. Like, we speak about the government as if it's a person, and we don't talk about the individuals who are doing dumb shit. Like, we do the same thing with corporations. We do the same thing with rap. We do it with everything. We'll look at it. We'll start speaking about it almost as if it has its own soul. And it's like, no, it's an inanimate object. Money is the root of all evil. No, it's not. You're an asshole. Because I could use some money right now, and I promise you I wouldn't do nothing evil with it. I'd probably go get something to eat. Like, that's probably the first thing I do. Like, I don't think there's anything evil in me doing that. Like, no, it's not. It's not the money. It's you. And because humans would like to separate themselves from their actions, that's what lets me know that the consciousness doesn't understand what it is yet. Because you're still trying to separate yourself from what you are. As a whole. As a whole, you do that. We see what's going on in Gaza and like, well, should we, like, that shouldn't, just as a human, that should bother you. Yep. There is no human on the face of the earth that should be able to see that and be like, and not feel like that's fucked up. There's, like, just on a human level. So for me, that furthers proves my point that the consciousness doesn't understand what it is, because a part of the consciousness feels like that's okay. They still looking at it like, oh, well, that ain't got nothing to do with me. It kind of does. There's just parts of you that think it doesn't, because you like to contradict yourself. That's what you've been doing since the dawn of time. Yep. So, yeah, I think that's what it is. Sometimes I get scared thinking like that, because it makes me interested in death. It makes me, like, more intrigued with death, because I'm like, do we really die then? Like, I don't think human beings even have the capability of brain knowledge to know if there is another side. Like, what if the other side is just right in front of us, and we don't have enough brain power to use it, to see that all of our loved ones and dead people are literally standing right there? We just can't comprehend it yet, because the consciousness is still talking to the consciousness about feelings. And we can't solve problems like Gaza, because of stupid shit like that. So your brain is not working at full capacity, because as a whole, the consciousness still does dumb shit like that. Obviously dumb shit like that. Like, that's pretty obvious. And that's pretty stupid. So, yeah.
Real deal.
So, yeah. That's, it's just a way to make it make sense. I could be completely wrong, but to me, it makes sense. I see what cells and everything. I see what you're doing. You develop the consciousness, and now you don't know how to act, because I don't think you've ever done this before. Like, when we look through the Hubble telescope and we look at, like, galaxies and all this, that, and the other, like, according to where we're at right now in science, it would be it's almost unimaginable on a mathematical scale for us to be the only sentient beings in the entire scape of what we've learned so far. But we still act like we're the only ones. It's mathematically impossible. But because that's not what your Bible says, you disagree. Yeah, I see why humans be cooked. I see why we be doing this shit. I see why we keep doing the same, seeming like the same shit over and over and over again. I get it. It's crazy. Yeah. Because even if what I said made 100% truth, you could easily say, "Well, who the fuck are you?" And I really don't have no credentials to tell you that I know what the fuck I'm talking about. So you could have a point, or you could be completely wrong, and I actually am, like, like, not even really here. Actually, an alien. Yeah. See, y'all thought y'all was here on Earth by yourself. No, you're just stupid. But it's cool. It keeps you safe.
No, you're just stupid.
Sometimes I think being stupid keeps people safe. I think about that when I watch, like, movies like Pacific Rim. I bring that up a lot. Because, like, what if that, like, happened in real life? I don't think humans would, like, do it right. So yeah, so if there is like a rip in time and space, and there's like another world of creatures
We're
that
done, bro.
eat nuclear weapons, I think I would prefer to be stupid. As a whole, I would prefer y'all to keep them stupid, because as a whole, y'all gonna fuck that up. We're all gonna die. Like somebody gonna be like, no, we can fight the kaijus. We can just build the shit on animals. No, we can't. Like y'all would have to do paperwork to do it. Like no, we wouldn't. Y'all don't make unanimous decisions about shit that's killing people now. So you mean to tell me I'm expecting y'all to make a unanimous decision about because aliens are here? Like I don't trust humans. I just as a whole, they don't trust themselves. Like it's like what are we talking about? I trust them to do what they've been doing, which is whatever the fuck they want to do. So, you know, y'all in space and shit. No other creature on Earth give a damn about space but us. I'm just saying. It's not a bad thing. I'm just saying. Man.
No other creature give a fuck about space but us. Real shit. I'm fucking dead.
No. Birds is. I think birds be cool where they at. I don't think they ever
raining.
say, I don't know what the fuck that is. Cause I keep hearing shit. That's bothering me.
It can't be raining.
It can't be. It's better be like a squirrel chewing on my fucking. What is that? I don't know.
At least it ain't hot as fuck no more, bro.
Nah, it's not. It done definitely cooled down. It's definitely better than it was. Damn, I don't know how long I was talking before, so I don't know how long the video is.
The video got to be like 35 minutes.
At this point? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
30 minutes in.
So you didn't see the Hunter Biden interview, so.
Yeah, and we didn't even talk about shit yet, so.
We ain't talking about something.
No, I'm talking about the shit you brought up. The Hunter Biden shit.
Oh.
The tariffs.
Oh, yeah. Damn.
And Hogan.
Hulk Hogan.
I don't really give a fuck about Hulk Hogan.
These niggas.
I'm finna fire up some Hulk Hogan.
Go ahead. Please do. Please do.
Smoking your favorite rapper. Favorite wrestler.
Smoking your favorite wrestler. Like, I just, like, see, but you know what's so funny? That still, like, a lot of stuff in life makes me feel like that's why I genuinely do think I understand why humans exist. Because there's no fucking, like, even in that, Hulk Hogan, human beings have not understood what death is yet, because there are still people that's saying, well, he died, so we can't say what he did when he was alive. We shouldn't talk about that right now because death is sensitive. Sensitive to who? Other than his family, which probably knows who he is. So, like, what do you want? What do you want them to do about that? So my thing, because this is how they're handling it. I'm seeing people on the internet handle this situation as if he had one incident in his childhood that he did that he then after that tried to make amends from. That's how they're talking about this man. As if he tried to like make amends of what he did, but he's been doing racist things all the way up until he died.
Yeah.
So I just wonder if like we would have done Hitler like that. Like if we had to we was like, you know what I'm saying? Hitler just died. Let's wait. Let's just wait a couple days. Cause you know, death is sensitive. Like just think about the family.
If we would have done Hitler, what does that mean? We would have done Hitler like that?
I mean, if somebody clearly hates a group of people and they've done things over and over and over and over and over and over and over again for the better part of their life to prove that they don't like a group of people, I don't see me. Okay.
Hitler did die and they was like, fuck Hitler. But if Hitler was a white man, a Caucasian white man, like Hulk Hogan.
That's what it is.
If he was the most beloved, want to be Jesus person in the world, then they probably would have been like, be sensitive to him, even though he massacred people. Be sensitive to him. He just died. Even though he's a hateful person, be sensitive to him. He just passed away.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe because he never killed nobody.
He ain't killed nobody.
He didn't kill nobody. That's what it was. He didn't kill
just
nobody.
hateful.
He was just hateful, and people can get over hate.
So you can't really compare it to Hitler because Hitler killed thousands, millions.
That's fair.
But a hateful person's a hateful person.
Yeah, that's what I was alluding to. I was alluding to just the hatefulness.
The racism. I had the debate with my mama about racist and prejudice. About us. I was basically, she said some shit, and I was like, "Mama, you racist." I was just playing though.
Right.
Excuse me. And she was like, "No, I'm not fucking racist. I'm prejudiced though." I'm like, "Mama, you got issues, but we are prejudiced because of what we've been through."
Right.
So we look at them like, "Oh, nigga, fuck you. I know what you out to do. I know how you feel about us. With no matter what race it is." Shout out to everybody. But the white man, you feel like the white man using you. The Asian man, he in your community, he still don't fuck with you, even though he in your community, his store, your community, and you going to his store, and he like, "Hurry up and buy some shit." And then you can't even return the shit. Shit, I can't even return the shit. She said, "The nigga rushing me to buy some shit, then I can't bring the shit back in case I didn't really want that shit because you rushed me to buy this shit." So I'm like, damn, she making valid points about everybody. But anyway, what I was gonna say, so we prejudice because of our oppression,
right?
And we can't be racist according to some people because of our oppression.
According to the definition.
According to the definition.
One of the definitions.
Well, there's definition of racist.
There's two definitions.
The definition of racist is
there's two definitions. Most words have two definitions.
Most words have several definitions.
Yeah. But racist does have two definitions, and it depends on the. Remember, we sat down, we looked it up on
we talked about this on
ChatGPT.
Yeah.
In one instance, you have to be speaking about, like, if you're racist, then you have to have some sense of political power, and have done things against another group.
You have to like oppress another group.
To be considered racist. That's one.
That was one definition.
The other definition is just a hatred towards another group because of their race, creed, you know what I'm saying, whatever. So in that sense, technically,
I could be a racist.
You could be a racist, technically.
And I was basically asking her, like, so if I woke up tomorrow on some Aaron Yeager shit, if I woke up tomorrow on some Aaron Yeager shit, you know what? Fuck Donald Trump, fuck them white people, fuck billionaires. I'm gonna kill all the billionaires except the niggas. Jay-Z, you cool. Rihanna, you cool. I'm gonna go kill all the billionaires. I'm gonna go kill all the white folks. I'm gonna go kill all the Asians. You white Mexicans, you better be black about tomorrow, nigga. I'm killing all you white Mexicans. I'm gonna go kill everybody. I'm gonna go kill everybody. Right. So I'm not racist. And she told me no. I said, damn. So if I woke up tomorrow and I'm like, fuck everybody but me.
It would depend on the context of the conversation about you. That's what determine whether or not you're racist. Because if we were because the court of law would determine that you're like a racist and psychopath, you know what I'm saying? You probably need to be put under the jail.
Yeah.
But in the context of a conversation, if we were having a political conversation about you, like if I was on Fox News or some shit or CNN, and we were having a conversation about you, I could argue, like they would say you were racist, of course, because it's Fox News. But I could argue that he's prejudiced because he got that way based off of what he had been through. And if I had enough evidence and statistics of things that had genuinely happened to you and that were like directly correlated to systematic oppression, then I could prove without a reasonable doubt that this was prejudice and not racism. Even though on paper they could say you're racist, I could have an extremely strong argument because you're black. That is a fact, and that's what a lot of people who aren't necessarily, because I've had this conversation too, and I know a lot of people like to say that, but some people aren't as intellectually savvy as we are, so they can't articulate what they're trying to say. They don't even know they don't even know what we just discussed. So that's why they sit up here like, you know what I'm saying, black people can't be racist. You don't know what you mean, but I get what you're trying to say.
You know I get the gist of it.
Yeah.
Whether I agree or not, I get the gist. I get the gist of it. Excuse me. And the only reason most of us are, and the only reason 99.99% of us are like this is because of our oppression.
Exactly.
So
yeah, but you have a lot of coons who will say, you know, well, I was able to do this and I was able to do that, so you know, I don't see why black people have those excuses. And for me, the reason why I call you a coon is because you're so smart, you're stupid. See, there's another thing that has to do with systematic oppression, And it's more than just the physical and what's on the outside. It's also what's on the inside, and it's called genetics. So if there were things that have been done to you and your family genetically for a very long time, then it puts you in a position to start moving in a particular way that you might not even think is wrong because you have been genetically conditioned to move this way. That also has to do with the way people move, which is why it's disingenuous when niggas say shit like that. And I feel like you're a coon. I personally feel like, that's a little coonish. Because you're so smart, you don't realize that like psychology and genetics are a real thing, and they play into even the fact that you can speak English. Mm-hmm. Like, because speech, because, like I said, I be watching Neil deGrasse Tyson all the time. Didn't know that the ability to talk, like the vocal cords that we have now, was originally a genetic birth defect that started working because it was just a better way of communicating than what they were doing before. And it eventually started to, that's why now all humans can speak instead of grunt like we did before, because that mutation actually was better. Survival of the fittest.
What did you just say? So, was the last sentence? That mutation was actually better. That's what you said? Yeah. That mutation was actually better. Do you believe that?
Yeah, I knew this was going that way.
The Caucasian man believes that their mutation is actually better.
Absolutely.
And is that the sole purpose of where racism comes from?
Probably.
Damn.
Everybody else is a Neanderthal. We're not. So you're.
As soon as you said the word mutation, I was like, damn.
So that's exactly what that is. You think your genetics are better than mine. And because the consciousness doesn't understand feelings before that happened, we've been arguing about it ever since. We never sat still to make sense of it. And why that consciousness feels that way and why we feel this way. We are just like, well, no. But you white though, but you black though, but you say it, but I felt. But this, but that. Whatever. Uh-huh. But America, but this country, but we got so many, there's so many things that's piled on top of it now. The consciousness is like, bro, just at this point, the consciousness is like, bro, let me just smoke my weed. And that's why a lot of people are like that now. I think that's why, as a whole, the earth is kind of like calming down with a lot of shit. We're still horrible as a consciousness as a whole, humans, because like I said, look at Gaza. But I think the fact that we have developed enough technology to look at the things like Gaza and then start to speak about it more, to me, shows progress in the consciousness as a whole.
Yeah, the world is improving.
Because it was a time that the world where they could have been doing it in Gaza and nobody would ever know.
Niggas over here don't know shit what's going on. Niggas,
they just been cooked and ain't nothing. There isn't even no hope of something could possibly happen. At least the fact that it's being acknowledged means something could be done.
It's a world to where we saying something now.
Yeah, something could be done, and that's progress. As long as something can be done, that is progress.
This is new. As recent as 10 years ago.
Yeah, we wasn't doing shit like that back, like I said, like when
as recent as 10 years ago. Like we had issues.
In World War II.
What?
Twitter was out during World War II.
They wouldn't
TikTok.
If that shit was like that in World War II, I don't know, I feel like the cards would be played differently.
Bro.
I was
finna say something so rude.
What?
Yeah. I was finna say that one little girl in the attic, boy, her TikTok would have went crazy. I mean,
the world would have been different. We would have saved them people. We would have had like it would have been too much. It would have been too much of a social media makes you do shit.
Yeah.
Like it would have been too much of that. It would have been if Anne Frank was on TikTok, America would be like, oh, Anne Frank, go send her money. Go help Anne Frank.
That's true. So that's what they need to do over there. They need to get on TikTok. As fucked up as that is, that probably would work better.
They're not white enough. They're not white enough. They look like me and you. Nobody give a fuck. They're gonna be on TikTok. I'm sorry. We give a fuck. Because we do. And there's there's white people who do care. You saw that white man at the Egypt borderline, like, please go help them. Like, he was right there crying to them people, like, I'm begging y'all, go help them. So it's some white people who sympathize for them. I'm not saying, like, all white folks are equal. Y'all not. But they're not white enough to where they can get on TikTok and be like, please come help me. Or if them little girls in England was like, come help me, we would have went to England. We would have helped the fuck out of England. But if some little African kids call and help you, we don't got no water. They still don't got no water. It's like that in America. It's little black kids like, we don't have clean water.
But it goes back to what we just said before. It's one mutation mad at the other mutation. You think your mutation is superior. And you're doing everything to prove that by surviving in the most heinous possible ways. And you've been doing that since the dawn of time. You've been doing everything you possibly could to survive, outthink us, get stronger than us, steal our women, rape us, kill us, imitate us, like steal from us. Like you've been doing everything you possibly could to survive when first of all you didn't have to do that in the first place. That's what you felt like you had to do. And I get it because that's where you came from in the original. Y'all were trying to survive. Yeah, I was trying to survive. We kind of just was surviving. Like we were just living. And yeah. But I can see that though. I can see a part of the consciousness being like, you know what? Nah. But like I said, that's just what humans do. Everything's going good, and somebody's gonna be like, nah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody feels like Earth is beautiful, and there's gonna be one person be like, look, isn't this beautiful? They're gonna be like, I guess. Yeah, that's just what humans do. That's just what humans do. And because most humans before then didn't do that, that particular part of the consciousness needed to make itself its own thing because it loves talking about being the one. Like look at humans. Just look at humans. We're the only thing in the universe. Like, we love being the one. Whatever the consciousness is, loves being the one. So, but it's not one. Like it has to. You know what else? Like it's even funnier in that context because I'm like, think about like the beginning of creation. It had all of that, and it was like, I don't like it. Or maybe I'm not like I always thought about that concept and the concept of like when people talk about God like a human. Because I'm like, well, wait a minute. You mean to tell me God is the beginning and the end, and because he like I hate the way human beings explain God. When they was like, well, God, when you asked him, well, why did he create us, and he was like, well, because he you know what I'm saying, for us to worship him. That don't sound lonely.
He told for us to worship him.
That don't sound like some emotional ass shit.
I'm dead as fuck.
That is such a lame ass excuse. Like, but humans used to say that. Like, I'm not saying humans do now. I know you know people are more understanding of what it is that are in the church now. I get that. So no disrespect to them, but at a time, since I was raised in the church, I can speak on it. At a time, niggas really that was their answer. The answer was to worship him. I'm like, that don't sound emotional to you. Like that doesn't sound like the thought process of a God, of the center of all everything. That's actually why I've come to the conclusion that I've come to today at my age now. Oh, maybe it is a singular being that didn't understand what it was. So it needed to keep separating itself to understand what it was. Like, how can I? Because I think that's why humans do it. Humans try to understand humans because they don't have an outside source to know what a human is. The same way we do everything else. I know what this is. I know what a car, as a basic human, I know what a car is because somebody set this up and designed it before I got here. They set up words, they set up metal, they set up the mechanics and all this, that, and the other. This shit set up before I got here, right? So that's why I understand what a car is. On a species level, who's ever done that to a human? On a species level, how would this species understand what it is if it had nothing else to bounce off of? So that's why, to me, oh well, maybe that's why y'all think y'all know what God is, but you don't necessarily know what God is. Maybe God is the singular consciousness that didn't know what it was in the beginning, and you kept giving it definition because you wanted definition, because you are what it is. Mm-hmm. You're giving yourself the definition. That's why you say, I am God, God is me. That's why we keep arguing with each other about that. Well, I am God. Well, no, how can you be God? You know, God created me in his image. That's you. I heard what the consciousness is saying. When I step back and try to think about myself like an alien, I'm listening to what the consciousness is saying. I'm like, oh, that's what y'all trying to say. That you don't know what the fuck you're doing. All y'all argue and do all of this goofy shit because none of it as a whole knows what the fuck it's doing. And that's why y'all say that shit. That's why y'all say, oh, well, God is this. That's why y'all even argue about what God is. Because all of y'all are God. And y'all and that's what God is. It's a bunch of everything. It's everything. And that's why it can't figure out what it is, because it's everything. It's like, no, I'm a tree. No, I'm grass. I'm a human. I'm a this. I'm a that. I'm a voice. I'm a sound. No, you're all of it. And all of those pieces want to be individuals, so that's why they're confused about what they are.
But those pieces are all equally the same thing. The Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit.
All of it. It's all the same shit.
The same shit.
It's all the same shit.
And that's from the Catholic Church.
But you know that one mutation, they like the way they say it better than everybody else shit. So, you know, they gotta argue that. No. You can't have you got to call, the same thing that you just explained that they say science. No, I'm gonna need you to call it Christianity. No, that's not science. That's God. What difference do it fucking make? Like, we saying the same shit, but that's the consciousness. Like, you can't tell the consciousness what it is because it is what it is. So of course it's gonna say you don't know what you're talking about, because to that version of it, you might not.
Yeah.
So that's why humans exist, to do that, because it has nothing else to do, or does it?
I want to learn about like. Were we just chilling? Was African niggas just chilling while the rest of the world was just like conquering shit? Is that why I don't got like no?
You said who did what?
Was African niggas just chilling while the rest of the world was just conquering shit? I'm talking like modern, not modern. Way back in them days.
No, I think it's not that we were just, well, to a certain extent, yeah, we were just chilling, in my personal opinion. But I think the only way that I could make sense of a superior being to everybody else taking over it would be go back to what I said about humans and how and why humans are going to eventually fix themselves.
Mhm.
Is because we always have to contradict ourselves.
Mhm.
So if there was a superior being that existed and they were fine, something had to contradict that, because that's how you were able to survive everything else. That's just evolution in general.
Mhm.
You were able to survive because you contradicted the tiger and the dinosaurs and the big snakes and the giant this and the poison and the water and the air and the space. You contradicted all of that and became a human. And then you became superior. Which you thought it was going to stop at that? Like, yeah. No, it was going to keep doing that. It wasn't just going to be perfect, because if it was perfect, then it wouldn't have a reason to exist. That's why I've never agreed with the whole idea that God is perfect, because it wouldn't have a reason to exist if it was like perfect. There is no perfect. There is no such thing on no scientific level of it being, it can't exist. Like, that's not, it could only, and it's because whatever's perfect to you cannot be perfect to me. The fact that that's a fact is why perfect cannot exist, because we all cannot, for the most part, have yet to unanimously agree on everything. No human being has ever unanimously agreed on everything, even though that's a lie too, because there are some things we unanimously agree on.
Real deal.
And death is one of them. Like, most of us unanimously agree on that. That at some point, this, whatever this is of this, is going to go away. Even if at one point we were probably living at 300, 400, 500 years, like long, we probably decide, I'm pretty sure those people at that point was like, even if somebody never killed them off, they was like, I'm over it. I'm cool. Like, why would I do this? Why would I just keep doing that? I don't even think they would think that would make sense. Like, think about learning everything that you need to learn in 100 years and then doing that again for another 100 years and then doing that again for another 100 years. And then realizing that most of this shit just repeat itself. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm over this shit. Bye. Y'all got it. I'm gone. And I'm not going to explain it to you, because every time y'all try to explain something to each other, y'all get mad. Y'all still don't understand feelings yet. So, no, I'm not going to talk to y'all. There's nothing to talk about. There's nothing to show y'all. I'm not going to give you Easter eggs like y'all keep putting in the movies like y'all want us to. No, I'm not doing none of that shit. I'm going to just let y'all be dumb. And whoever figures it out, figures it out. Whoever don't. See y'all on the other side. Peace. Like, why even explain it to something that doesn't want to be explained to? As a whole. Because only individuals argue this point. But as a whole, the whole consciousness couldn't argue me, because y'all do too much. Like, as a whole, you can't simultaneously agree on anything. So, by default, my point kind of is proven.
Very deal.
But I would love to argue with like a scientist and a spiritualist about it, like an expert spiritualist and like an expert scientist. I would like to see what they might have to say in contradiction of what I'm saying, because I think they know more about the consciousness of, like, a spiritualist would understand the consciousness of Earth, like a real one, like, you know what I'm saying, like one of them people, like a Native American who grew up on their land or something like that, or an African that grew up on their land. They know, like, they've been passed down from generation to, like one of the hoodoo lady that might understand it because it's been passed down. Like, I would like to talk to one of them and then a scientist that understands like the galaxy and the way time works and all of that to be able to maybe, because I feel like them are probably the only people that would be able to contradict anything that I could say. Because other than that, I don't know what human could contradict that. I genuinely would, and honestly, I would like to know. I don't even like to know that. Matter of fact, as a kid, I actually used to think about this as a kid, and it used to scare me because I was like, if I understand everything, am I gonna die? Because there's gonna be no purpose for me. Like that's how I used to think as a kid. Like if I actually, because I used to want to know everything and want to understand like what God was downstairs. I love science, but I actually stopped to a certain extent being into it because I'm like, damn, if I figure it all out and I actually answer the answers, am I gonna be like, am I just gonna like die? Like is it like is like that gonna be my fate to figure it out? And like my purpose is over and I like go away.
Is done and I'm just done.
Yeah, am I gonna be done because the purpose is done?
You can find a new purpose.
Of course, that's why I'm not gonna be done. That's why humans as a whole are that's why humans for the most part are pretty much immortal, because humans as a whole haven't died yet. Yeah, individuals die, but death is something that y'all made up individually. As a whole, you have not died. As a whole, you are immortal. Humans have not gone away since they got here. They are the vampires and all of the other shit they be making up as individuals. But as a whole, yeah, you're all are everything that y'all keep making up. You just like to make it look fancier because you don't like the way you do it, which is a contradiction, which you love doing. So I get that too. Yeah. God damn it. Damn dogs and shit. See, and here I was trying to open the window because it's nice outside. But yeah.
I wonder how loud them is because they got the microphones on and probably can't even hear them for real.
Yeah, I wonder. Good point.
We gonna see though.
Yeah, we are gonna see.
About an hour in.
My bad. Yeah, we definitely hour in. I've been saying something about the fucking universe this whole fucking time.
The universe is cool. It's fucking nice. We live in the universe.
So it is nice to understand it. But I do. But my theory does give me a little bit of. Sometimes when I think about it, it does give me a little bit of comfort as far as like death is concerned, because like what exactly we don't understand it. So how do you know it's not something else? Like as a whole, we don't know what it is exactly because we haven't agreed on it as a whole. So the things that we keep finding, like I think about it like that because we just figured out modern medicine, what, 500 years ago? Humans have been here for like, what, 300,000 years? Mm-hmm. So if a lot of the stuff that we're figuring out now is shit that was probably already here and we just didn't know that or just understand it or even care to understand it, how do we not know that death is just like a portal to another dimension? Like, how do we not know that yet? Like, how do we know that we don't know that yet? Which is interesting, like when I look at science and I look at like the fact that there are other galaxies. Because how do you not know that it's just a doorway to that other galaxy? We've never seen it or been there. So you can't honestly say that. I mean, you could as a human, but you're just a human. So you can't definitively say that. Because the galaxies, we see them. Like they do exist. So they might be other doorways. Which one you want to go to? One Piece? No. You're not going through the One Piece way. Ooh, yeah. What if you could choose, like after you die? Like, what if we can get to the point of consciousness where we can actually choose which one we go to?
That sounds too privileged. I don't know.
What? You want to just get dropped off randomly?
Sure, I did her.
Fair point.
That's what I'm used to.
And how you feeling about that so far?
If we had a choice to choose, then it'd be much better. Either way, you fucked. It's evil gonna be in anywhere.
That's true.
Nothing is perfect.
I don't really want it to be.
People want perfection when they die. That's the whole thought of heaven. The whole thought of heaven is just in a perfect world.
That's because humans are lazy. That's they tired of working. They tired of doing shit. They're tired of trying to survive. They're tired of going back and forth with each other. They don't want to admit that though, because they're in their feelings and they don't understand feelings yet. So they still got to be at war, which is stupid. Like, if you're that tired and exhausted about all this shit, just AI.
Just AI.
Just get on the computer.
Just cross them up AI.
For real.
I miss when AI stand for Allen Iverson.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Now I stand for all y'all ignorant.
All y'all ignorant is crazy.
Yeah. That's what it stands for.
Damn.
Every time I see it, all y'all ignorant, so.